Hi students, I hope you are doing well. Okay, today we are going to discuss the concept from number system. The concept is operations from real numbers. Okay, so as we know what are real numbers, in that you have rational numbers, you have irrational numbers, and everything. We already studied that, correct? So, what is the difference between a rational number and what is an irrational number? Just I'm recapping it. So let you guys still understand the difference between like rational number and irrational number. Remember, again, I'm just discussing once again with this, no, with you regarding the concept. Rational number and irrational number. Rational number may be, I'm relating it to the decimal expansion. For any rational number or any rational number's decimal expansion is repeating and non-terminating. That is also considered as a rational number. And a terminating decimal is also considered as a rational number. Then what is irrational number? An irrational number is means the decimal expansion of an irrational number is, so I'll just tell like this, the decimal expansion of an irrational number is non-terminating. That's very, very important. It should not be non-terminating and it should not be non-repeating or recurring. Okay, it should not mean digits should not be repeated in the decimal expansion, and also it should not be a non-terminating decimal. It means terminating decimal cannot be considered as a irrational number. Okay, what is that? A rational number, the decimal expansion of a rational number is repeating and non-terminating, and a decimal expansion of a irrational number is non-terminating and non-repeating. Means rational number decimal expansion can be terminating also. Okay, terminating and repeating. Okay, and non-terminating. Anyway, this we already discussed. I don't want to go much about it. Anyway, so let me go with one sum. Okay, this concept is operations on rational numbers. It means real numbers. It means we are adding the real numbers. Real numbers means rational numbers as well as irrational numbers. Operations is we are adding it, dividing the numbers and multiplying the numbers. So you might be knowing multiplication of natural numbers, integers and all. So this is also similar to that, which comes under operation of real numbers. Mathematical operations, just like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Okay, so let me go with this sum. Check whether 7 root 5, root 2 plus 21 and 5 minus 2 are irrational numbers or not. That is the question. So let me solve it. You will understand clearly when I solve it. 7 root 5. Okay. Let's remember root 5 is the irrational number. Correct? And root 5 value is 2.236 dot dot. Okay. Because we have the values of root 2, we have the values of root 3, 1.732, and root 2 is 1.414, root 5 is 2.236 dot dot. Dot dot means it is a non-terminating decimal, and it is not repeating also. Okay, here only you can confirm it is an irrational number. So 7 root 5 will become what? 7 into root 5, which is 2.236 dot dot, will become 14.236 dot. Correct? Isn't it? Or it might become more than that, or actually it will become 15.652. It is, yeah, we have to do it and check. Division, multiplication, I'm just leaving to you itself. Okay, 7 root 5 will become 2.236 into 7. It's not like addition, we cannot add it. So, or we can write in the other way, it will be easy to use. 2.236 approximately I'm writing. This 236 also 7 times getting added. So it will become 15 point, just writing the direct answer 652 dot dot. Okay. So approximate answer again. This is not actually real answer. Again you are getting this dot dot. This means what? A number 7 root 5 what we are considered is an irrational number. So this is not a rational number. Remember. Okay. So fine, we proved it as irrational. Next, root 2 plus 21. Okay. Similarly, what is root 2 value? 1.414 dot dot plus 21. Okay. 21 plus 1, which is 22.414. Okay. And so on. Dot dot meaning so on. It is again A terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal plus 21 will give you 22.4.14, 414 dot dot. Again, you are getting a irrational number. Okay. So similarly, what is pi minus 2? Pi minus 2 will be 3. What is the pi value? 3.414, correct? Or 3.14 or 414, 3.1415, like this you will get, and minus 2, which is 1.1415. It means here 7 into root 5 we did. Root 5 value, you should be knowing the root 5 value. Okay, when you multiply root 5 value with 7, you will get 15.652, and root 2 plus 21, you are getting 22.414 dot dot. Pi minus 2 you did. Okay, you are getting 3.1415 minus 2, you are getting 1.415 dot dot. What you observing is, we proved that 7 root 5 and root 2 plus root 21 pi minus 2 as irrational numbers. That's so we proved. Definitely, because they, by the decimal expansion, we can conclude. And what property you observed in this? A irrational number multiplied with a rational number is also an irrational. Okay, an irrational number which is multiplied with an irrational number is also an irrational. Okay, rational. See, 7 is a rational number. Rational number multiplied with an irrational number is also an irrational number. And here also, a rational number which is added with an irrational number is also an irrational number. And an irrational number or a rational number which is subtracted from the irrational number is also an irrational number. See, remember this, why I explained all these examples, because a number, a rational number which is added to an irrational number is again irrational. It may be added or divided or subtracted or multiplied, you will get the irrational number. Even though one is a rational, one is an irrational, but the final product, final answer what you are getting is irrational. Okay, some cases are there where you will get rational also. Anyway, that we will study in the next sessions. Okay, what we proved? We proved that 7 root 5, root 2 plus 21, and pi minus 2 as irrational numbers. They told you prove it as irrational numbers or not. They are irrational numbers. They are not any rational. They are not rational numbers. Okay. And one more thing, I'll just explain. I think one more time. No need to explain this. One thing you observe in this: any rational number multiplied or divided or added or subtracted will give you again a irrational number. Okay, any rational number multiplied with an irrational number or added with an irrational number, subtracted with an irrational number, or multiplied with an irrational number, the answer will be an irrational number itself. Okay, remember that. I hope you understood this. Next, we will take these 3 examples. Okay, first one, solution for first one. Okay, what it is, 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3, and we are adding this. They told you to add it. So root 2 minus 3 root 3. So we are adding these 2 terms, right? So here, guys, you might have studied normal division, or normal addition, like natural numbers, or integers, or whole numbers. You might have added and subtracted. But till now, we didn't got this kind of. This is a new topic to you, guys, and it is very simple to add and subtract these real numbers. First, you have to check with a common term. Here, 2 root 2 and root 2. Here, can I write root 2 as 1 into root 2? So it will be easy. It's not like 1 here. Don't put 1 here. You should put 1 here. Okay? There's a lot of difference. I don't know how many of you know this. If I write root 3, it means it is nothing but 3 over 1 by 2. Understood? Okay? Root, actually, you should put 2 here. Small 2. If you cannot put 2 here, remember. If you put 2 there, it becomes 2 root 3. If I write 2 on the root, on the top side of the root, it means it is square root of 3. See, we will never write 2 every time. It is understood if you put root, it is by default you will get that power, that top number as 2 itself. And sometimes the cube root you have to specify. This is nothing but cube root of 3. Okay? Understood? Cube root of 3. Or you can take cube root of 27. It's easy to understand. Okay? Cube root of 27. Okay? Which is 27 power 1 by 3. So, when you write cube root, you specify 3 here. Okay? Some people, why I am explaining this to you, some people write cube root as 3. Here they write 3. Like this. Cube root of 27. That is not correct. Cube root, you write it as a small number on the top of the root. Then it is considered as cube root. Understood? Okay. So here also, if I am writing 1 here, not here, and of course we cannot write 1. We don't have any 1 root on the. Okay, 1 root 2. Correct? Simply, for example, writing you can write 2 as 1 into 2, right? Similarly, x can be written as 1 into x also. Right? So there is no any mistake in that, because any number multiplied with 1 is same number. So that's the reason root 2 can be written as 1 into root 2. So 2 root 2, 1 root 2, 5 root 3, 3 root 3. So in these two terms, root 2 is common. So if I take common, what is remaining? 2 and plus. Got it? Plus here in these two terms, root 3 is common. Correct? What are the coefficients here? 5 minus 3. So which is 2 plus 1, 3, 3 root 2 plus 5 minus 3, 2. So 2 root 3. What is the answer you got? 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So that is the answer for this. Very simple, and you will do mistakes in this. It looks simple. You might do any mistake in that, definitely. And by taking, whenever you are taking common, you should be careful. If you do any mistake in taking common factor, it will be definitely you will get wrong also. Remember that. Okay. I'll just explain this once again. What I'm doing, I'm just adding these two real numbers. One is 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus 1 into root 2 minus 3 root 2. You see, root 2 can also be written as 1 into root 2. As I can write x as 1 into x. Correct. X as 1 into x. Any number multiplied with 1 is the same number. So that's the reason 1 multiplied with root 2 is root 2 itself. So for your understanding purpose, I am writing it as 1 into root 2 or 1 root 2. So in these two terms, okay, root 2 is common. Take root 2 common. So you will get 2 plus 1. Okay, plus again in these two terms, which is common, root 3 is common. Correct? So take root 3 common, you will get 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 will be the answer for first. Okay? I hope you understood this. I'll just solve the next sum. Okay? So what is the next sum? Multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. Okay? This is an interesting sum. 6 root 5 into 2 root 5 they ask you to do. Okay? Multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. Correct? Here, 6 root 5 can be written as 6 into root 5. Remember, 6 root 5 is the same as 6 into root 5. So every time we will not specify multiplication symbol. It is, for example, 2a is same as 2 into a. Remember, it is never be equal to 2 plus a. You cannot write 2a as 2 plus a. 2a is nothing but it is understood 2 is multiplied with a. It means coefficient of a is 2. It means a is 2. A is multiplied by 2. So 2a meaning 2 into a. Similarly, 6 root 5 meaning 6 into root 5. Into, similarly, this is also considered as 2 into root 5. So 6 into root 5 into 2 into root 5. Now, what I'll do, I'll just multiply 6 into 2. Okay, separately, root 5 into root 5. Correct. 6 into 2, how much? 12. And root 5 into root 5. Right? Remember, here, when you root 5 into root 5, if you do, you will get root 5 whole square. Correct? Same number multiplied twice. So, square and root will get cancelled. This, I don't know, you might be knowing this. This square and root. How it gets cancelled also, I explain here. Root 5 whole square. It means, as I said, root 5 is nothing but 5 power 1 by 2. Correct? Root, they will not write 2 here every time. It is understood by this one, it will be 2. So, root 5 is same as 5 power 1 by 2. So root 5 whole square will become 5 power 1 by 2 whole square, isn't it? It will become 5 power 1 by 2 whole square, correct? Root 5 can be written as 5 power 1 by 2 and square 3. So we know one formula which is a power m whole power n is a power n into n, correct? This is the formula you might be knowing from the last class exponent formula. A power m whole power n is a power n into n. In that case, can I write this as 1 by 2 into 2? This is m, this is n you consider. 2 will get cancelled. You will get 5 power 1, which is. That's how you will get here 12 into 5, which is 60. So answer is 60. Okay. This is how you have to solve this sum. Okay, I hope you understood. I'll explain once again. They ask you to multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. So what I'm doing, I'm just multiplying 6 root 5, 2 root 5. So that what I did, I just separated the rational number 6 into 2, and again what are the rational numbers? Root 5 into root 5. So 6 into 2 is 12, correct? And root 5 into root 5 is root 5 whole square. For example, if a into a can be written as a square, x into x can be written as x square. Similarly, root 5 into root 5 can be written as root 5 whole square. So square and root will get cancelled. Correct? Square and root will get cancelled. So I had given the explanation there. Root 5 square can be written as root 5 can be written as 5 power 1 by 2. So 5 power 1 by 2 whole square, which comes under the formula a power n whole power n. Correct? A power m whole power n, which is a power m into n. So what is m there? 1 by 2. What is n? 2. So 1 by 2 into 2. 2 will get cancelled. You will be left with 5 power 1, which is 5. So this root 5 whole square value is 5. So 12 into 5 is 60. So answer is 60. Okay. I hope you understood this. I'm just going with the next sum. Okay. So now let me go with the next sum, which is divide 8 root 50 by 2 root 3. Correct? So it means what? They are asking to divide this with this. Okay? So divide this by that. Don't do ulta. Okay? It means don't write 2 root 3 here, 8 root 50. They are asking to divide this by that. It means this should be numerator, this should be the denominator. Okay, some people it is a like I'm not telling like this is a regular mistake you guys will do or everybody will do this, but usually divide this by this, they will take that as numerator and this as denominator. So this is divided by this. Divide this by this. It means this should be in the denominator. I hope this basic thing you guys know. So 8 root 15 divided by 2 root 3. So here again I am telling you guys 8 root 15 is same as 8 into root 15 and 2 root 3 is same as 2 into root 3. Okay? I hope you understood. 8 root 15 is same as 8 into root 15 and 2 root 3 is same as 2 into root 3. Okay. So now again this 15 can be written as, okay? Remember root 15 can be written as root 5 into root 3. Correct? And one more step, let me write here. Root 15 can also be written as root of, in the root only can I write root of 5 into 3? Yes, so written as root of 5 into 3. We know the formula, root of a into b is root a into root b. Remember, root of a into b is root a into root b. Similarly, this can be written as root 5 into root 3. Okay? And root 3 is already there here. So root 3 is a prime number. 3 is a prime number. 3 cannot be divided further or it cannot be factorized further. So leave it. So 8 into root 15 can be written as root 5 into root 3 divided by 2 into root 3. Correct? So here, what are the things which can be cancelled? Correct? 3 root 3, 2 1s are, 2 4s are. So your answer is 4 root 5. So answer will be 4 root 5. I'll explain once again, guys. We have to multiply divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. Correct? So when you divide, as I told you, divide this number with this number. And don't do the mistake. Take this as numerator and this as denominator. Don't do it the other way. Ulta, this should not be taken. That is usual mistake you guys do. 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. So 8 root 15 is same as 8 into root 15. Correct. Similarly, 2 root 3 is same as 2 into root 3. So write like that. 8 into root 15 divided by 2 into root 3. And root 15, you just look at this formula. Root of a into b can be written as root a into root b. Similarly, root 15 can be written as root of 5 into 3. Correct? 5 3 is a 15. So in the root, I can write 15 as root 5 into root of 5 into 3. So apply the formula. So root of 5 into 13 can be written as root 5 into root 3. So write root 5 into root 3. So which will give you like expansion root 5 into root 3, and it's already 2 into root 3, and root 3 cannot be further simplified, right? So root 3 will get cancelled. 2 ones are, 2 fours are, will be left out with 4 root 5. So answer for this sum is 4 root 5. Okay. I hope you understood this. Okay. So let me explain some formulas here. We have some formulas of real numbers. Okay. Like you might have studied in last classes, like a power m into a power n is equal to a power n plus n, a power m by a power n is equal to a power n minus n. Similarly, here also we have some, these are not those kind of formulas, these are little different. Let a and b be two positive real numbers, okay, positive real numbers. Okay. Next, after that, we will just consider the formula. First formula, root a into root b. Just now we discussed that formula. Okay. Root a into root b can also be written as root ab. Okay. Same formula I used today to make you understand. Second formula. Okay. This formula is very, very important. Okay. You have to remember. Root of a by b can be written as root a by root b. Okay, root a by root b, and third formula is a plus root b. Correct? Or we can just consider this. Root a plus root b. Root a minus root b is root a the whole square minus root b the whole square. Why? This is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Correct? This we studied in what is it? Polynomials. I didn't do this. A plus b into a minus b, which is same as x plus y into x minus y. There we have x and y, here we have x, a and b. That is the only difference. So a plus b into a minus b, what we have the formula, we studied a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Correct? So same formula I am using here. In the place of a we have root a, in the place of b we have root b. So root a whole square, root b whole square, square get cancelled, will be left out with a minus b. Correct? So let me do two more formulas. These formulas are very basic and very important to do the operations. Okay. So what is the third one? This is fourth one, I think so. Okay. A minus root b into a plus root b. This is also one kind of same kind of formula only. A minus root b into a plus root b. Same formula. A minus b into a plus b. Here, last case in the place of a we have root a. Here in the place of a is left. In the place of b we have root b. So which is a whole square minus root b whole square. So which is a square minus b. Correct? A minus b into a plus b. It means a minus, in the place of b we have root b. It means a minus root b into a plus root b, which is a whole square minus root b whole square. So a square is a square itself. Correct? In the place of a we have a, and root b whole square is b. So a square minus b. So another one is root of a root b, root a plus root b whole square. Okay, root a plus root b whole square. See, do you got anything in mind that this formula is related to which formula in polynomials? Okay, you might have got an idea. That is a plus b whole square. Right? We have x plus y whole square. Don't get confused. There we have x and y. Here we have a and b. Formula remains same. Only the values, the terms, not values, the terms will be are different. That's all. There it goes x plus y. Here it is a plus b. That's all. Okay. So a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Correct? So here I take root a as a and root b as b. So just apply the formula. Root a whole square plus 2 into root a into root b plus root b whole square. Got it? So as we know that square and root will get cancelled. So root a square is a plus 2 root ab plus b square, because root a into root b is root ab. See, root a into root b can be root ab. So I just use that formula. Root a whole square is a, root b whole square is b, and 2 into root a into root b can be root ab. So these are the 5 basic formulas which you should remember. Okay, don't get confused with this all these things, because which is related, I'm just clearly rubbing out or erasing and writing. So these formulas, this as the final answer, this is a simplification part. Okay, so that why I simplify, so that you can easily understand how to remember this formulas. No need to by heart. How you got it? Just by simplification. Okay, just you practice these formulas, easily you can remember. Only by practice. It's not like by hearting. Don't do any by heart, because by heart if you do, some days you will forget how you got that formula. Correct? So instead of by hearting, practice it. Okay. Let me take one example here to prove this identities or to use this identities. Okay. First one is like 11 minus root 7. Sorry, root 11 minus root 7. Root 7 minus root 7 to root plus root 7. This is one example I am solving using this formula. Okay. So just look at this, root 11 minus root 7. Okay, into root 11 plus root 7. So all these 4 identities which this kind of sum belongs to, or which this sum resembles to which identity. Okay, just you see, it looks like this, root a minus root a plus root b, isn't it? Correct? So root a is your root 11 and root b is your. So what is this formula? The identity you write. What is the directly you can write a minus b? Already we have, no need to write root 11 whole square, root 7 whole square, root a whole square. It's already proved, a minus b. So what will be the answer for this? Root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7, which will give you 11 minus 7, 7 minus 7 is 4. So 4 is the answer. I'll just explain once again. So we are just using this sum to, like find the value of it. So that, okay, they are asking you to find the value of this. Okay, this is the solution part. So when they ask you to find the value of that, as I told you, we discussed the identities here. One is a minus root b. We have different 4 or 5 identities we have, right? In these 5 identities, this identity belongs to which? This sum belongs to which identity? Which kind of identity? Okay, which identity can make that sum to be done? Right? Which identity will be useful over there? So root a minus root b into root a plus root b can be taken out there. So that's the reason. Okay, what is the answer to that? Root a plus root b into root a minus root b, which is a minus b. So definitely a is 11 and b is 7. So 11 minus 7, which is 4. It's very simple. We are applying the identity. I hope you understood this very well. Okay. Thank you very much, and please comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and please support us. Have a great day for you guys. Thank you very much. Take care.